Hey guys, long time no see. We're going to do the Alexander the Great campaign. I'll be separating it into 3 main parts. Let's go.
I thought you might return. Now, where were we? I told you about the folly of Aristagoras and the great king's wrath. There was Themistocles, the defense of Greece, and the rise of Athens. Ah yes, Brasidas and Lysander, and the great war that tore Greece apart. My, we really did cover quite a lot. Perhaps this time I'll stick to a single subject. While the Greeks squabbled endlessly, to their north there lay the entirely unremarkable kingdom of Macedon, a poor, rugged land, its borders beset by belligerent neighbors and riven from within by feuding nobles. For centuries, the kings of Macedon had done all they could just to hold this fragile fiefdom together. Glorious expansion was out of the question. All this changed when Philip took the throne. His was an improbable kingship. The crown only passed to Philip after both of his older brothers had their turns on the throne cut short. One slain in battle, and the other by an assassin's blade. Determined not to meet the same fate, Philip immediately set to reforming the Macedonian military, arming his soldiers with pikes as long as 4 men laid head to toe. As for those troublesome nobles, the prospect of prize commands in Philip's new army provided a tempting incentive to good behavior. When Philip marched against the Scythians, his eyes set on yet more plunder to feed his growing realm. There was a new commander among his forces, his teenage heir, Alexander. A boy of little experience, but tremendous ambitions. Philip was about to give his son a first, alluring taste of glory.
Hold the line! Any man who turns his back will answer to me! Alexander! Make yourself useful and go protect the baggage camp. And take that horrible horse with you! It's spooking the others.
We ended up restarting.
Finally, Bucephalus. A chance for glory.
Be vigilant, boy. These Scythians are swift as they are devious. If they didn't all reek of mare's milk, you'd have no clue they were nearby until they slit your throat.
I shall not disappoint you, father. This camp will not fall.
Like it was still possible to win, but it was just not going how I wanted to. My biggest problem was that there is just not really any good woodlines anywhere. I'm finding it a little difficult to work with. And the initial amounts of food is a little bit too tired. Like there are obviously food sources, not strongest amount. And the raids are pretty frequent. I did notice that trying to click up and it's not the easiest initially, shall we say.
Scythians heading to your camp, Alexander. You'd better be ready for them. If you look weak, I look weak. Kill every one of them. You're in a man's world now.
I feel like this guy is got like a Scottish accent going. Also, we're gonna switch to the cheaper one. Not because I can't afford it initially, the issue was that after the initial bit of woods in this area. There's realistically not much. Like, there are other places to get a bit of wood, but it is severely lacking. And you don't actually need as a huge amount initially. You might as well take the savings on the wooden food. Also doing it, so I noticed from a previous comment that there's a legendary difficulty in Ares Arena. I didn't know. So I'm gonna try and do everything on legendary difficulty, which I think is more fun anyway. When I say I missed the days that campaigns were a bit more difficult for me, because of course when you improve at a game, things do become less difficult naturally. It's gonna start going to gold now. Issue is that I really need an answer to CA. I could just go full trash, but my pop cap isn't great. I'm thinking we can go Lancers. The Lancers are not super tanky. I was also thinking I could go for my own CA, that could be interesting. I don't know what range the phalangites have to know if they're going to be any good for this. Yeah, AI did not seem to be microing a huge amount with their units though. One more. The house is going. I believed 100 was the maximum. I built one extra house just to confirm that. We click up, and then we start trying to fresh. Oh, I don't think I have my second building. Oh no, I do have a stable. Either way, that'll be good to have. Alright, Classical Age. And I kind of want to start clearing out these Scythian Raider camps because they are really annoying. Does this automatically start with the other one? And does this then start with the same one? Okay, so it's per each type of building. I'm tempted to still make CA because they're probably my best complement to these. I don't feel like going for regular cavalry is actually going to be that good against those axe warriors which have a charge attack and all of that nonsense. Try and save up on the wood a little bit. Maybe it's getting that in. If I didn't get this, this could be useful for getting rid of the buildings a bit faster. I imagine you don't have to do that.
Is there nothing more princely for me to do, Father?
You could get out of my ear and go and see what Clytus and Parmenion might want with you. Do as they tell you. And no more, boy.
These in, let's get this in. Oh, I'm kind of lacking on wood. Turns out losing a bunch of bills on wood bad for your wood economy, who would have known. Okay, while we're up this way, let's go deal with this. Wait. I don't. How many did I lose? What? I didn't realize I'd lost that many bills. Need to keep these training. I don't think the yurts do anything, but alright, let's go get this one started. Really struggling on the wood. Add a few of these and see what they do. The other thing is, it's not a huge amount of wood on this map either. Gold on this map. Really complain about the wood stitch.
Alexander, how's your first taste of battle been, lad?
Rather insubstantial, Clytus. My father has confined me to watching the baggage.
I might have something more exciting for you. The Scythians have dozens of those mad-eyed horses they ride, all stomping and snorting in a big pen. Maybe you could cause a little chaos.
Oh, I don't know, a bad time. No, that moving. They must have a lot of bonus damage because that is a really shit base damage. Even with the range. Yeah, I'm failing to see how I actually get up there. Dismounted cavalry archer. Interesting. Obviously, these will absolutely nuke me, right? So we don't want to be dealing with that. Although I'm kind of hoping it doesn't mean that all of a sudden...
Take out the guard posts!
That works. Pull them back to the hill and we can take a good fight from that. Try and take them out in small groups. That's just basically a knight. That one's obviously better than a knight. God, the wood economy here is so bad. That's not ideal.
Oikodomeo.
Prostagmata, baino. Τι δεν λέεις?
Oikodomeo. Horsemen approach! To arms!
Τι εστί? Γεωργαίο. Γεωργαίο.
Those are gonna be some dead bills. Well, I didn't even see that fight happening. Probably wasn't ideal. Okay, what happens with this?
What grand beasts these horses are. What fierce power just waiting to be unleashed. They need only be spooked and down the valley they will rush, over the bodies of their masters. Fly! Fly Die, golden-maned children of Poseidon!
This is gonna be a fun little thing. I don't think that's how horses work.
Oh, what carnage! I've seen slaughterhouses less grisly than that valley
Oh,
right now.
nice.
Fine work, lad.
I definitely need a thought. Ooh, pop limits increased.
Oikodomeo.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Yeah, fourth one.
Tiestin. Oikodomeo. Raire. Asmenos. Akulodomeo.
My father treats me like a child. What makes him trust you, Clytus?
Well, I kill his enemies. I tell the truth. And I don't stick around when he's 7 cups deep.
Alright, let's go get the next mission started. Obviously, using my own CA against their CA is going to be worse than theirs. But it's a situation where I don't really think there's a better unit to mix in here. With the limits on gold that there is around here. But I've already seen this possible, we're just gonna...
Prince Alexander, your father says I should put you to use. A Scythian convoy will arrive soon. Take your men to the valley, hide in the tall grass, and then seize the wagons for me.
Hiding, then stealing? This is thieves' work, Parmenion.
You should be glad of my devotion to your father. Else I'd have you mucking out the stables.
Here they come. Ready? Charge! Zeus
I'm assuming this is going well.
Strike my foes with shuddering panic!
A worthwhile lesson, Alexander. A good commander waits, then strikes at the most opportune time. He does not go charging around like Achilles on the rampage. Now, bring me those supplies.
I've half a mind to keep this for myself. Then my
That's
spoil.
not upset
Spear one.
them yet. Might give me some good
You
units.
steer those carts so well, Alexander. Have you ever considered a career as a drover?
You may be father's favorite, Parmenion. But one day I will be king.
The Scythians quiver like barley awaiting the scythe. Parmenion, Clytus, form up and push.
Where should I station my men, father?
In their tents, you will not participate.
When will he see that I am not just some child?
Προστάγματα.
On me, men! I'm
Χουλοτομέα.
going to find that Scythian king and slay him, as Achilles slew Hector.
I told you, boy. Stay away.
Come on, let me through. I'm guessing it's actually great, it's gonna let me through.
Stay back, Prince. This is men's work.
Right, lad, you can come watch the battle. Just don't tell your
Yeah, I
father.
had a
I let you
feeling.
through.
Like, if you could do it in this order, you really do risk people getting defeated. Especially if you aren't using a massive cavalry army.
Τι εστί.
Let's see if it increased my population by 25 as well.
Τι δεν λες. Οικοδομαίο.
God, it takes forever to get over there. Though I think they do just keep respawning. I think we actually go straight there. Because they just keep respawning. Rather than trying to force a fight there.
Round the flank, men! That's the way!
Oh shit. Why they were saying around that direction.
Atheas! I am Alexander, Crown Prince of Macedon. I have sought you out in the fray that we, two men of royal blood, might decide this day.
We need to get on to the hero unit. Where is the hero?
Behold, Scythians! Your leader
dead
lies
anyway.
dead, and fiery-eyed Phobos, god of dread and rout, runs screaming through your ranks.
You're a disobedient wretch, boy. Things went well this time, but mark yourself. A hunting dog that slips the leash will eventually get put down.
It's a bit
Now
grim.
help load up the loot. We're going home.
Alexander had certainly enjoyed an upbringing to match his grandiose ambitions. His tutor had been none other than the great philosopher Aristotle. Aristotle taught him political theory, ethics, rhetoric, music, science, mathematics, but above all else, it was Homer's Iliad that entranced the young prince, the epic tale of Achilles' wrath. When Alexander was still a boy, a horse trader presented a hot-blooded stallion to Philip's court. It was a magnificent animal, its coat a shining black with a white mark like a star upon its head. None of the fine horsemen of Macedon could tame the beast. Until, that is, the boy Alexander realized that the horse was afraid of its own shadow and turned it towards the sun. Alexander named the steed Bucephalus, and from that day forth the two were bonded like brothers. Now sat proudly astride his mount, Alexander accompanied his victorious father on the road home to Macedon, through the rocky territory of the Triballi. It was to prove an eventful journey.
Alright, here we go.
Philip! You seem to be using my lands as a highway, and I'm honoured for sure. But it is my right as king to extract tolls, fares, levies, etc. So give me some of that gold, eh?
You know who I am, barbarian? I'm no merchant. I am King of Macedon, master of the plains and of the mountains. Now move, or I will gut you like a suckling pig.
You are a very unpleasant man, Philip.
Archers! Alexander! Take the cavalry and kill those bowmen! Do not let those slathering jackals lay a finger on my loot!
One plundercut must survive.
My king, your thigh. There's a spearhead in it.
Oh no, he died. Always surprised.
Get us out of this gorge! I shall... yes. I'll have a little rest on this cart.
Dead slash dying.
The king is out cold, Parmenion. We'll have to organize the retreat ourselves.
The way ahead is blocked. We shall camp here while we clear the rocks.
Oh, we have milk cards.
Χέτοιμος. Oikodomeo. Χάιρε.
Okay, so this is a completely different style. We
Take
definitely.
care of those carts, lad. When your father comes round, he won't want to hear you lost his loot.
Προστάγματα. Προστάγματα. Oikodomeo.
The Tribali aren't done with us, I'm sure. They'll sniff us out like hunting dogs chasing a wounded stag. Defend the camp! Alexander, that means you too, lad.
Dar. Χάιρε. Μεταλλέω.
A bit hectic getting everything started. I think it's definitely worth selling. I think knowing my lad is an achievement for not doing it.
Ασμένος. Μεταλλέω. Τι εστί.
But I can almost guarantee you that doing this mission without this and with this is two completely different missions.
Τι τελέεις. Προστάγματα. Ναι, κόρανος.
They're coming for the plunder! Don't let them get those carts!
Ασμένος.
That's our loot, and I'm not about to let them loot it!
Τι τελέεις. Μεταλλέω.
Into the rocks. Doesn't really give you a indication of how long it's gonna take. Really wish I could have a monk to heal these up. I think they're not really using any. They're using archers.
Τι εστί. Τι τελέεις. Ναι, κόρανος. Ναι, έρχομαι.
Need more on gold than I
Ναι,
currently got.
μεταλλέω.
Oh, this is draining almost instantly. I wonder if we changed this to this then. I'm guessing it'd actually be very quick still.
Χέτοιμος. Ναι, κόρανος. Χάιρε. Φωγές. Ναι, το δία. Dar. Τι τελέεις.
I haven't built farms, so it's whatever resources you've got here. Yeah, it's still almost instantaneous. Honestly, swordsman might not be a bad plan. That's the fast training. That's the slow and cheaper. Need a market to sell resources at.
Μεταλλέω. Χέτοιμος. Χάιρε. Μεταλλέω.
Thunder and Zeus! These tattooed reprobates are everywhere!
It might not be a bad plan to start getting some skirmishers in the field just for a little bit of extra units that don't cost
Τι τελέεις. Τι εστί.
those resources.
Κολοτομέω. Χάιρε. Δάρο. Τι εστί. Φωγές. Μπάινο. Έρχομαι. Κολοτομέω. Προστάγματα. Μεταλλέω.
Nothing else there. Let's put this on gold.
Δάρο.
Yeah, adding some trash units here was not a bad plan. Especially if we micro down the archers.
Τι εστί. Μεταλλέω. Χάιρε.
Definitely running out of food sources though, which is a problem. There was some on the way here? No.
Prostagmata? Nee, Goran.
Now we'll have.
Metaleo.
Do we have CA as an option? Yeah, yes we do. CA is going to be the better option going forward because we're about to run out of resources. There might be some more food down here.
Akua. Nee, Goran. Dar.
The wood, as pretty much usual, is the resource that we're not struggling on. Let's see if there's something more down here. I didn't realize you could make companion cavalry from here.
Yes, yes.
We're wasting resources. They're way better than the other ones. I think anyway. We have a spare one of these somewhere. This one's about to be finished. You can come down to here, you can come down to here.
Nee, Goran. Metaleo.
It would be nice if they gave you a time frame that you defend. There's more resources down here, but I don't think that's going to be particularly possible to defend. Villagers doing that. I guess I could put a static army over there. Depends on how much longer I have to defend, really.
The rocks are almost clear. There are two paths ahead. I suggest we take the more direct one.
Swarming with Tribali, no doubt. Take the longer route, the safer route. The king would agree with me, Clytus.
Well, in his absence, we do have the Crown Prince. Alexander,
Go safer.
what do you say?
My father trusts you, Parmenion, and he will praise me for doing the same.
All right, time to move.
Wait, all of those villagers are military units. You know what? I'm not complaining. Wouldn't surprise me if in the next one there's the same option to sacrifice the 20 villagers. The only problem here is we have lots of skirmishes and skirmishes are fine.
Keep your daggers close, men.
Wolves! Stay together and run them through.
Well, these are strong wolves. Kinda hoping they'll attack these. Wow. I was wondering why my units weren't automatically attacking.
The safer route, eh? Remind me never to ask you for directions, Parmenion. Now, let's camp by that lake where we can gather supplies.
The wagons will be completely exposed there. The hill is the secure position. You see that, Alexander?
Honestly, I kind of like the resource.
I have faith in our arms, not some mound of dirt.
Although I'm guessing this is a mistake. Because I can feel it in my soul. It's a bad idea. I'm failing to see where the resource abundance is, to be honest. If this is all there is, I'm disappointed. Very disappointed. Obviously, there's all the food, and that's kind of what we're lacking.
Ne Koranos, Daru, Tideles, Daru. Oikodomeo, ne Koranos, Oikodomeo, Prostagmata, Oikodomeo. Ne Koranos, Oikodomeo. Getoimos, Ergo, Oikodomeo, Prostagmata, Oikodomeo, Oikodomeo. Ne Tulotomeo, Prostagmata, Bain, Metaleo. Prostagmata. Kangarai, Ergo.
Wondering if they'll attack from this side as well. I imagine they might.
Ne Koranos, Dar, Tideles, Dar, Gaile. Getoim, Akuo. Pulotomeo.
At least we've got a little bit of a watch.
Tribalians incoming! Do not allow these lawless louts to steal our hard-won spoils.
Yeah. Protecting them in all areas is going to be very good. I mean, it was a sacrifice we're willing to make these for resources. To not lose too many of our units. And we can actually replenish these. We're gonna split these into two groups though. One for that side, one for the others. We'll move these over here. These tanks can go here. Then from here we just need to make CA because we're struggling on... We're gonna be struggling on food. We're not struggling on food yet. Don't mind if we lose some of these. They're not really making a lot of units that are countered by this. These skirmishes anymore. That is all of my units. I think this was the right decision so far.
Keep it up, men! Stick to your training, cover the man next to you, and we'll all get through this!
Yes. Kulotome, Metaleo, Metaleo, Kulotome. Right. Prostagmata, Tideles, Kulotome.
Wait, we're not there.
As menos. Metaleo.
They're about to finish there. As soon as they finish, they move these over to here, but we still need to keep a force to protect this area. Okay.
Metaleo.
Get some more gold.
Aku. As meant.
Oh god.
Nee,
I'm starting to fall apart a little bit now. There's too many places to keep an eye on.
Aku. As meant. Oh yes. Prostagmata episcuatio. Getronis.
We're actually getting a pretty strong army now, though.
Episcuazo. Metalluo.
Metaleo.
Look at those, and then we go do these next. Oh, he's gonna fall. Did not think we'd be holding here for this long.
Caire.
Oikodomeo.
Oh, he's back already. Doesn't matter if we lose him.
Right, let's get moving before they resume their attacks. There's a wide valley up ahead. Perfect for our cavalry if we get into trouble.
Prince, we've lost enough men today. Take the less obvious route, the less guarded route, even if it is narrower.
We haven't the men to risk a fight on open ground.
Delays. Metaleo.
On your feet, everyone! We're moving!
I still don't get the accent. Wait.
Shields up! Keep moving!
Got it. Probably should be trying to use Leader's meat shield. Wait. This seemed like a relatively good idea. Gonna be another area to camp in. I don't know that I want the option anymore. Just tell me what you want. What you want me to be. Yeah.
How much further, Clytus? The wounded outweigh the loot.
If the scouts are right, we're almost clear. But there's a Tribali camp blocking the exit.
I shall clear the way. It is what my father would do.
We
I'm
might
not
need
lie.
to batter our way out of this one. Some spare timber and a few hides and we could build ourselves a ram.
Alexander is genuinely a little annoying. Yeah.
Episcuazzo.
We need a decent number of rams, 6 guardsmen. Honestly, some regular old swords could hit. I think we'll prioritize those.
Prostagmata. Daro. Chetwemos. Pulotomeo. Tideleis. Asmenos. Daro. Chetwemos. Daro. Ne, Koranos. Daro. Gaire. Daro. Tideleis. Netondia. Daro. Netondia. Oyes. Chetwemos. Daro. Metaleo.
If I had more on the gold than I do. Okay, they definitely still attack.
Oyes. Netondia. Tideleis. Asmenos.
Trying to protect yourself when I have what you are kind of semi-nomadic is kind of tricky.
Metaleo.
Maybe this isn't semi-nomadic, this is nomadic.
Ne, Koranos. Erchovan. Tiestin. Daro. Metaleo. Gaire. Pulotomeo. Ne, Koranos. Tiesti. Kangaku. Hetoim. Ne, Tondia. Gain. Erko.
I might even try and make a move now.
Ne, Koranos. Hetoim. Asmenos. Da. Ne, Koranos. Oyes. Pulotomeo. Tideleis. Ite Magadones.
Most of these are ranged units anyway.
On me, brave soldiers!
So that's a lot more than I thought they would
Follow
have.
me as you would my father. The blood that runs hot in his veins courses likewise in mine. I equal him in strength and surpass him in valor.
It's one last push apparently. Oh, that's a lot more there. Why are you here? The CA were a fantastic idea. Please tell me this mission ends as soon as we do this.
By my sword, I have carved us a path home.
Thank God.
Follow me, men of Macedon!
I had a feeling that we'd get away with it, but I wasn't certain. GG.
On campaign with his father, Alexander had finally been given the chance to prove himself. Things were not always so harmonious between father and son. Alexander's fiercely protective mother, Olympias, was not Philip's only wife. Nor was she a full-blooded Macedonian. At the wedding feast for Philip's 7th wife, the girl's father proposed a toast.
May the gods bless this union, and may it produce a legitimate Macedonian heir.
And what am I then? A bastard?
Philip rose, drew his sword, and advanced. Not on the man who had insulted his son, but against Alexander. Thoroughly drunk, the one-eyed conqueror tripped and fell flat on his face.
Here is the man who would lead you from Europe into Asia, and he can't even cross from one couch to the next!
Yet for every quarrel, there was a reconciliation. and Alexander once again rode at his father's side as Philip bore down on Greece. Philip had long wished to be master of the Greek world, and the wily campaigner had used all manner of diplomatic tricks to extend his influence to the south. For years, an uneasy peace abided. But now, the Greeks prepared to make one last stand against their would-be conqueror. Astride the road to Chaeronea, the Greek forces waited. On their right, the Athenians, their empire long diminished but their pride irrepressible. On their left, the Thebans, among their ranks the elite Sacred Band. From the north, their long pikes swaying above storms of dust, came the Macedonians. And on their flank, with full command of the king's finest cavalry, was Alexander.
Alright, let's go again.
Alexander, see those Thebans opposite your flank? I want you to break them. Then me and Parmenion can shatter the rest. Clytus, keep an eye on the boy.
Aye, sir. Right, Alexander. Rule number 1 of pitched engagements. Control the ground, control the battle. You want to be fighting them out there, not fending them off in your camp.
But he's not wrong.
Προστάγματα.
Finally, Clytus, I am given the command I deserve. Oh, glorious day!
Aye, a fine day
Look at
for all
towers,
sons
look
of
castles.
Macedon.
Okay, we
Listen
want
up
a
now.
castle.
I think your father's about to give his speech.
Macedonians! I won't bore you with oratory. Let me just recall what these Greeks say about you. They say your victories were won through luck, not skill. They call you brigands, not soldiers. They say you plunder sanctuaries and debauch yourselves in holy shrines. They call you drunkards. They call you liars. They call you scum. They call me a barbarian. Me! A descendant of Heracles! Well, by the 12 gods, today I'll tear their tongues from their lying mouths and let them choke on their slander.
Hold the line there! The Greeks take the field, they'll come barreling into our camp next.
Oh boy. That's just cheap off, it doesn't. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't know.
Κάιρο. Προστάγματα. Τι εστίν.
Oh, the
Ναι, Κοράνος.
There's no stone walls.
Μεταλλιούο. Οικοδομένο.
Use my hotkey
We
for
need to
stone
get
wall.
men to the front lines faster. Put down some outposts on the route.
I'm sure there's some sort of nice bonus for doing it, so let's do it.
Οικοδομένο.
Get these back to getting stone income. We're gonna want a castle on this section.
All of
Wow.
our efforts culminate here, Parmenion.
Χέτο είμαι.
When the Greeks finally submit, Persia will be next, and you will establish a foothold for us in Asia Minor.
So long as you are king, I know that Macedon will prosper.
Οικοδομένο.
That's kind of cool. I like that. Running cavalry, nice. Honestly, that could be good.
Τι δεν λέεις. Ναι, τον Δία.
How much does it cost? 50 wood, yeah. It's basically a free tower. Cheap tower. No dock now.
Τι δεν λέεις. Gaire. Oikodomeo. Neton dia.
Pay attention, boy. They're trying to turn the left flank. Sort it out.
This battle plan seems needlessly complex. Where is the glorious charge? A king should press the attack, always. Lead his men into the bloody fray.
Dead king leads nobody. You know, your father spent some time in Thebes as a youth. Learned half of his tactics there. Some right smart generals they've got. You take the Theban commanders out, the rest will panic.
Hoping to get that outpost into that, but
They're trying to push through the center. Philip, are you sure your boy is up to this?
I have the strangest sensation, Clytus. Like a gnawing in the pit of my stomach.
That's nervousness, Alexander. We mortals feel it all the time.
let's get a castle going over there.
Tideleis. Oikodomeo. Tiestin.
Oikodomeo. Pulotomeo. Gaire. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Gaire. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Prostagmata. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Need to just buy 100 gold stone.
Nekoranos.
Pulotomeo. Oikodomeo. Metaleo.
And then we get a university to get this in. Also want to get a couple of these going.
Oikodomeo.
They're not particularly strong, but I'm not really building them for strength. It's just to give myself an extra area for them to get distracted on.
Oikodomeo.
Murder horse. Target practice. Oh yeah, that's more quicker than I was expecting it to be. Okay, or you can just walk into everything. That's fine as well.
Tideleis. Metaliuo. Prostagmata.
Tideleis.
Asmenos.
Do some outside of these. Yeah, that makes it a lot easier.
Try not to get yourself killed, boy. Your mother would have my head. And I fear her wrath more than any Greek.
I have waited so long to show my father that I am worthy, but fortune is fickle. 1,000 things can happen in the chaos of arms.
You've been trained all your life for this. All those tutors Philip hired. All those sword masters, tacticians and riding instructors. There's no one more ready for war than you, lad.
Oikodomeo.
Really need to get this a bit more under control.
Nekoranos. Oikodomeo.
I thought I already got that.
Ne, Koranos.
Get another one down here.
Prostagmata. Gaire. Poies. Oikodomeo.
The economy is starting to look half decent though. Really? That's so quick though. By the way, 0 seconds in getting more. Well, it might buy me like half a second. It didn't even buy me half a second.
Why do you prolong the battle, Father, rather than striking at once? Does that not simply feed the enemy's hopes?
I see those tutors of yours were a waste of money. Think, boy. Our men are professionals, hardened, drilled. The Greeks are amateurs. A longer battle favors us.
Look at these Theban panoplies. Gleaming shields, ashwood spears, crested helmets that could make serving boys look like myrmidons. What do you want done with it all?
Yeah, we're starting to get somewhere. I want to try and make this a bit harder to get through each time. I think long term we want to be on infantry, masonry, and I was gonna think of getting the healing one.
Vermilion, if it comes to pass that I am no longer king, that boy will take my throne, and it'll fall to you to see that he fulfills my plans. Don't let him be led astray by wittering soothsayers, simpering poets, or those preening friends of his. You advise
I
him.
didn't realize that they were actually.
You tell him straight.
Oh, it's a little way through, but it slows them down. I hate that they target the rams, like it's their job to target the rams.
The lavender grows thick in these perfumed valleys, like a summer garden, like maidens by a stream. And we'll stomp it into ruin, as men do.
Yeah, we can actually start building in the castle. I don't actually even get bracer, so our castles are going to be a little bit lackluster. That in. We want to get a lead. I think that one's going to be a good one to get. Oh, that's the one I want. Oh. Honestly, I do want to use the other one as well, but I think that's going to be better. I think we'll use the Maceman line instead. It's less expensive on gold. Are they? They've been in for this entire time. I'm wondering why my units were kind of sucking. That makes a lot more sense.
They're no Thracian warbands or Illyrian goat snatchers, these Thebans. They're proper soldiers. I lived among them, back when I had 2 eyes. Saw them batter their stuck-up rivals. Men worth killing.
Si delay, fine.
I did think that they were going to be in range of each other, they were not. They have way more on gold, that's my issue. Get rid of these. Wait, swordsman is the best thing I get? Oh god. Probably should have checked for that before committing to them. Ideally, I'd be making double gold, you know, like double strong gold, you know. I'll play it.
Don't foul this up, Alexander. Me and Parmenion have worked on this plan for days. We've worked on this invasion for years. It doesn't slip now.
Alright, let's get...
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
It's so expensive. That in.
Chetoime. Oikodomeo.
Aire.
Oikodomeo.
Ne, Koranos.
Oikodomeo. Nekoranos. Metaliuo. Metaliuo.
Seems to be that they're kind of actually lacking in unit options. It's like you just kind of get what you get. One of the things I sometimes regret getting murder holes for, like, we needed it for a very short amount of time. Now we kind of don't. It's like getting into max pop.
Nekoranos. Oikodomeo.
Stagmata, ti delay, Aire. Oikodomeo. Ne, Koranos. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
Oikodomeo.
Ti delays.
Yeah, looks like we got a good pop now. Everything in. We also do need a couple of traps, honestly. Go start deleting some builds. But access to our needs. I've even overdone it a little bit over here. Really? And the sword's got a kind of high attack, right? 16 attack is not
Metaleo.
Three my allies need help. They've got 2 castles in their freaking way, so what more do they want? No siege, so it's fine. Oh, we did not want you there. Not sure what we were doing. They're almost going the level of a trash unit, to be honest.
Prostagmata.
Tiesti. Metaleo. Episcuatsu.
They're not expensive to replace, which is at least something. We're gonna make one more castle here and then we go from there.
Χέτοιμε. Τι δε λέεις? Γάιρε. Οικοδομαίο. Οικοδομαίο.
Taide. Episcuatsu. Oikodomeo.
Nei, Kolanos. Prostagmata. Nei, Tontia. Ai, Oyeis. Tidelos. Ergo. Gaia. Gangar.
No wire stuff.
Nei, Kolanos.
It's like, are you sure you want to kill off your hero? Yes, he's in the way. Problem is, the hot plates are way stronger than anything I have. Being honest. I wonder if going for like a massive scorpion to be effective here, honestly. Or at least more effective, I should say.
Prostagmata. Oikodomeo.
Like, that is a insane number of units they have to clean up.
Episcuatsu.
I remember if Hoplites get a bonus against cavalry, but they have such heavy melee armor that it doesn't even matter if they don't. But they're gonna be winning fights. It doesn't really matter what I do. I need siege. Do I get heavy scorpion or equivalent of? Where is it? Yeah, okay. We need to be switching over to scorpions.
Metaleo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
We got a massive sculpt going. I don't think there's anything the AI can do to clear it very easily, as long as we have enough stuff in front. We look the general.
One commander lies dead. Look how their ranks quiver.
Oikodomeo.
We're actually getting low on gold. That's accessible.
Χέτοιμαι.
Oh, they're getting kind of destroyed here.
Ασμένος. Οικοδομαίο. Οικοδομαίο.
Προστάγματα. Οικοδομαίο.
Προστάγματα.
Οικοδομαίο. Οικοδομαίο. Νεκοράνος. Ολοτομαίο. Επισκουάζω.
God damn it. What's this one? Siege Ballista. Oh no, that's not. I mean, they are kind of getting themselves killed in terms of the positioning. But I really don't want to be losing numbers of these yet because I don't have the numbers to lose it. And now we should be able to start getting some stuff done. This is kind of holding. They definitely went back to the my allies are useless pricks side of things. Get rid of some of those generals. Rams are actually by far the biggest threat now. And we can actually switch over to this now. I need way more on wood. Yeah, cool. Now we eventually figured out what the secret was to beating this army was. Took me a while because I'm not used to not having archers, especially something like CA as a good option. Honestly, I didn't even look and see what the Macedonians were good at. I just kind of went into this knowing that usually you go like infantry and like cavalry with. And you see that it's based off of the Macedonians. Alright, start clearing some buildings. Help. Oh shit, that's a lot.
Another commander down. Well done, lad.
They're gonna clean that. And just in case, we'll send a couple more from there.
Only the sacred band remains. The Thebans' finest hoplites, unmatched in skill and strength. The men that laid low the Spartans.
I don't have enough for the beach shield. We might lose all of that. Not before taking out an absolutely insane number of units though. Wow, never mind. I underestimate Scorpions against infantry.
Οικοδομαίο. Προστάγματα. Οικοδομαίο.
Κάιρε. Οικοδομαίο.
Get rid of that. Get rid of the keeping commander. Get rid of the armory. So I have a gun that will give me a nice bonus. let's maybe not be brutal against Mother Nature.
The pitiless spirits of death! Those black-winged keres stalk you, Thebans! Your commanders they drag by the feet down to the dismal halls of Hades! Flee now, before you join them in death!
Okay.
Against the finest warriors of Greece I have stood, and I was not found wanting.
You've achieved nothing yet, boy. Save the speeches and trophies for later. There are foes still to slay.
Oh boy.
Rip into their flank, Alexander. Like gutting a pig.
Strip the bodies. The armor of my foes I claim as my prize, as did the kings of Homer.
That gives me a bonus, right? I don't know if there's any siege there still. I kind of forget that AI specifically is really bad against scorpions. Like, they don't really make a counter unit to them. And like 90% of the time. Or even 95% of the time. Not their strong point.
Stand tall, men! Imagine the terror those Greeks will feel. They entrusted their flank to the Thebans, but from the dust and tumult we will emerge.
I mean, we should
thundering forth
be...
the very image of death.
There's a lot of scorpions, right? So satisfying.
Oikodomeo.
Siege Ballista. That is essentially going to be a block cannon. Looking at it for all intents and purposes. They really didn't follow much about the release of this. That was away at the time.
You chose
was
this, Greeks. I didn't ask for your cities, or your treasures, or your love. I asked only that you recognize the law of power and submit.
When did you use it before the game ended? GG?
At Chaeronea, amid the bodies skewered by pikes and mangled by swords, the city-states of Greece had their hopes of independence trampled into the mud. Philip could finally turn his gaze eastwards, to his long-held ambition of plundering the rich Persian Empire. His hopes, however, were suddenly and brutally snuffed out. An assassin's blade jammed fiercely between Philip's ribs. The Lion of Macedon bled out in the dust, a fate he had brought upon so many others. And so it came to pass that Alexander, merely 20 summers of age, ascended to the throne of Macedon. The nobles swore him fealty, some gladly, some reluctantly, some out of duty and some out of calculation. Some were never given the choice, struck down on the new king's orders before they could cause trouble. Assassination, you see, was something of a staple of Macedonian politics. Equally routine was the propensity of Macedon's northern neighbors to invade whenever a king died, like jackals converging on a fresh carcass when a lion has moved away. The gleaming diadem of royalty set freshly upon his brow, Alexander marched north, where the first true test of his reign awaited.
Alexander, the border towns need your help.
Fight beside me, Hephaestion, as we did when we were boys.
A surprisingly difficult mission. Is Hephaestion the one that Alexander basically got with? I don't know the specific names, but I do know that there was a gentleman that Alexander was rather fond of. Then the hardest part of this mission is the types of units you're stuck against.
Fled for now, but no doubt they'll be back to raid the towns.
I shall protect our people. Let Zeus bear witness. Hephaestion, dearest friend, will you stay and advise me?
Gladly, Alexander. I'll speak plainly as a true friend should. Wearing the crown is one thing, but only deeds will prove to your subjects that you can rule. Keep their towns safe. When ready, strike against the tribes that ravage them.
I think what we do is we literally just buy a castle in each area. It's gonna get really expensive really quickly.
A letter from Parmenion. Being an unwavering servant to the realm of Macedon, and out of love for the late King Philip, I give my support to the rightful heir, Alexander. And in exchange, I will gladly accept command of the advance guard into Asia.
Scheming old curmudgeon. But I do need his support.
I'm intrigued as to what curmudgeon means. Don't imagine it's a particularly friendly term. Bitch, why do you need like 3 markets? I find this. Honestly, maybe I go double market and just really market it. I don't dislike that idea. That's the first 100. I need so much stone for this to work. Short distance range isn't the best, but better than nothing.
Distress signals from the outlying towns. They're under
That's on
attack.
this side. They're gonna get one. Pretty much unavoidable to lose some of these. Problem is the payoff time for this isn't the best. Unless you actually place your units there, ready to go, you will lose.
The enemy rides through our lands, pillaging as they go.
Although they still went for 2 separate ones, even though they got the one.
Tiestin, oikodomeo, paino.
Nekoranos,
Χεροκαίο.
Χέτοιμαι, oikodomeo, ναι τον Δία, Γεωργαίο.
get the. I think we prioritize the first. Oh, they rebuilt one. Yeah, I don't like. They're gonna. They seem to have a thing for rebuilding them. Oh, that's bad. Honestly, phalangites feel very underwhelming in my perspective.
Prostagmata?
Alright, so that first castle going.
Episititsoma. Oikodomeo.
Τι εστίν, ο Ιέσο, χουλοτομέο. Χέτο είμαι. Ακούω. Οικοδομέο.
Get these ready to go for a mission soon.
Γάιρε.
Grave news from Abdera. Their fields are blighted with locusts.
There's no way.
They ask you for grain if you can spare it.
Last I could afford it, this time it's going to be near in.
Τι εστίν, οικοδομέο.
The food economy is nowhere near what it was before. I guess there's a lot of market buying and selling we can get at.
Signal fires in the border towns. Send aid.
Oh, come on, that's almost up.
Γάιρε. Χέτο είμαι. Ο Ιέσο.
Prostagmata?
You got no man, let me take that gold.
Τι
You can
βελέεις
repair
σουάζω.
that.
Μεταλλιούω.
Alright, let's go send this to the Macedonian people.
Let the Abderans remember this gift, and my generosity to all who serve me loyally.
Τι
Okay.
εστίν, ναι κοράνος.
250.
Oikodomeo.
Τι βελέεις. Οικοδομέο. Γάιρε. Οικοδομέο. Τι βελέεις. Οικοδομέο.
They're really lacking on food.
Οικοδομέο.
Ah, they rebuilt that, didn't they? On the market gone. I want a castle on that side next. Not market, castle.
Τι εστίν, oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
The road to Larissa is menaced by highwaymen. Helpless travelers mugged, priestesses and temple maids robbed of their ritual vessels. Distress signals from the outlying towns. They're under attack.
Such wanton destruction.
Get rid of that.
Χέτο είμαι.
Ναι, κόρανος.
Οικοδομέο. Οικοδομέο. Ναι κοράνος. Οικοδομέο. Χέτο είμαι. Οικοδομέο.
Γάιρε. Oikodomeo. Prostagmata? Γάιρε. Oikodomeo.
We're really not rigging a huge amount, but it's the only way I can boom straight away. Alright, let's get next one ready.
Prostagmata? Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo.
We do need to make sure we keep some amount of units around there. That reminds me.
Raiders come to sack our outlying settlements.
That's fine, they can go that direction. Let's get
Nekoranos.
Like them.
Oikodomeo.
Get that in. Start buying the next castle. Could actually get some more TCs as
We
well.
leave no corner of this land to thugs and thieves.
You're getting a firm grip on things here, lad. I've gathered up your father's siege engineers. They're ready to serve.
Χέτοιμαι. Γάιρε.
The Dodonans write to you?
Τι εστί.
We need laborers for, let's see, a temple of Zeus.
Oikodomeo.
His favor would be advantageous if we can spare the workers.
10 villages. I can't really spell the villages yet, but we can start getting ready.
Προστάγματα.
It's not the end of the world if
Ασμένο τομέο.
comes up there.
Χέτοιμος.
I kind of like the idea of keeping some around on these areas. No, they're gonna get that. I can't stop that. That's the change. They're attacking. That's the commander dead though.
Asander has fallen. In defense of hearth and kin. An honorable way to go.
Τι εστί.
Επισκιουάζω. Μεταλλιούω. Νέκορανος. Μεταλλιούω.
Άιρε. Προστάγματα. Ασμένο. Ακούω.
Τι τελέεις. Ακούω. Προστάγματα. Τι τελέεις. Προστάγματα.
Οικοδομέα.
Νέκορανος. Έργομαι.
Χέτοιμος. Οικοδομέα.
I've got plenty of trade carts now.
Προστάγματα. Ναι, επισκιουά, τα λέω. Τι εστί.
How many are there?
Τι
We have
τελέεις.
7, let's get another 3.
Γάιρε.
Έρχομαι.
A festival is to be held in Lebethra not 2 weeks hence.
5.
They say their cows are lamentably
These 3.
scrawny, hardly fit for sacrifice. Perhaps we can spare a few heifers.
Got a really good gold
Right.
count.
Οικοδομέο.
Προστάγματα. Επισκιουάτσο. Με τα λέω.
Τι εστίν. Χέτοιμαι. Ο
Τι
Ιέσου.
τελέεις. Ναι, κόρανος. Οικοδομέο.
Need to fix that.
Γάιρε. Οικοδομέο.
Zeus, father of gods and men, witness the temple we raise for you. And if it please you, bless our future endeavors in Asia, that we might make further offerings with the gold of the Persians.
Okay.
Έργομαι.
Enemy. Oh, it's just that. I thought it was
Οικοδομέο.
enemy like stronger units.
Οικοδομέο.
I think we go for
Oikodomeo.
absolute
Metaleo.
shit ton of scorpions and a couple of rams. We clear these. Like that. seems to be the most effective unit against this sort of composition. Target practice masonry.
Nee, Koranos.
Let them sacrifice. Let them feast. And let them remember whose hand fed both gods and men.
Treachery afoot, an uprising. Your father knew well how to deal with insurrection. Cut out the rot before it spreads.
Get rid of that.
Χέτοιμαι. Γάιρε.
I'm almost at the point where I can.
Ναι, Κοράνος.
I got Imperial Age, got above 60 temporarily.
Τι εσταλέω.
Χέτοιμαι. Ασμένος.
Fuck, it lost life. Did they really go and respawn the commander, yeah?
Ill news from Amphipolis. A terrible storm. Dikes burst. Vineyards swept away. The homes of rich and poor alike shattered and broken. They urge you, send them wood and help them rebuild.
We're burning a town!
Come on.
Τι τελέει. Πισκιουάτσα. Μεταλλέω.
The gods have sent ruin to Amphipolis. But they have also sent me.
Μεταλλέω.
Προστάγματα. Οικοδομαίο.
Χέτοιμος. Οικοδομαίο.
Are they even starting with the last fortified?
The throne is mine by right, and I shall not be unseated by some jealous baron.
Γάιρε. Πισκιουάτσα. Οικοδομαίο. Επισκιουάτσα. Οικοδομαίο. Μεταλλέω.
Okay, let's start with shit.
Ναι, επισκιουάτσα. Επισκιουάτσα. Τι τελέει. Επισκιουάτσα.
Get these.
Ναι, Κοράνος. Τι εστί.
Επισκουάζω. Μεταλλιούω.
Already get lost furnace. That's ideal. Start getting this sorted.
Fire has ravaged the trading posts to the south. A careless cook or a particularly combustible business rivalry, I know not. But we should repair the damage.
Χέτοιμαι. Επισκουάζω.
Τι εστί. Ναι, το δία. Επισκιουάτσα. Ναι, μεταλλέω. Επισκιουάτσα. Χέτοιμος. Πάει.
Got really good resources now. Actually, rather than bother with this, we just get a bunch of these. Are they actually that much better than pikemen? Really not convinced by them.
Οικοδομαίο. Μεταλλέω. Τι τελέεις. Οικοδομαίο. Μεταλλέω.
Τι εστίν. Οικοδομαίο. Μεταλλιούω. Ναι, Κοράνος.
Got it? Wait, we don't. That's not. This is getting frustrating now. Like, it's an interesting concept, but it's like, dude, just let me get my upgrades.
Brush aside the ashes from your wares and restock your stalls, merchants. And pray diligently to Hermes, that no more misfortune may befall you.
Oikodomeo.
Get another castle for this section. We get one more castle for this section, and from there we should be able to start pushing this finally. Long term, I'm going to be using more of the companion cavalry. They're not useful.
The townsfolk speak of monstrous wolves lurking in the foothills. What do you say, Alexander? Shall we grab the hunting spears? Another uprising! Short-sighted fools!
As Heracles slew the Erymanthian boar, so we have spared these gentle folk from ravening beasts.
We dealt with that. These ones I'm more gonna head to. Yeah. This is not unlocked right now. Oh, there's actually a wall fight to the uprising. That's not great. You try and lure them in. More groups. I like a poor man's cameo, I think is my problem. Very underwhelming. Not sure what glitch that's got, but that's definitely interesting. Give it that much. The amount it drains, that's the issue I have with these uprising type things. Like, you can just station some units here. Honestly, I might just build a couple of castles up here. But still.
The king's justice is swift.
Prostagmata. Tideles.
Metaleo. Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Metaleo.
Gaire, episcuazo.
Get that one.
Nekoranos, oikodomeo.
Pull them back to here. Venus is with a double castle, but not really risking losing as much now.
A letter here from Pydna, where the theatre is in disrepair. Dramatic performances, they say, must take place in muddy fields and makeshift clearings, more fit for the rutting of pigs than the display.
Let's give
Drama. With stone, they might build a suitable theatre.
Send the stone. Old Aristotle would chide us if we did not.
What I'm feeling here is that we're just being people pleasers. This one's brutal flag, clear.
Gaire.
Well, I have husbandry, that's more than helping.
Oikodomeo.
That should theoretically stop any more uprisings doing any
Another
more
revolt.
damage.
These traitors never learn.
And as bonus mission, highly recommend this is a good course of action to deal with this as well. Otherwise it is just some bullshit.
Let this be a lesson, rebels.
So we lost 4 just from that happening. I hope we get a big boost to our legitimacy just now. All that we just destroyed.
Philip was beastly to you. But if he could see you now, he would be impressed. Whether he'd admit it or not.
Nothing I did ever impressed my father. But the things I will achieve, even he won't be able to scorn.
Might have to rebuild that. Probably should have been paying more attention. With scorpions, it's so easy to just take your eyes off. It's like, whatever.
Tideleis.
Prostagmata, oikodomeo.
Prostagmata. Oikodomeo.
I think it's gonna actually attack the units that are attacking me rather than the buildings that are doing absolutely nothing. Oh, that's nice. Go and get a bunch of upgrades. I knew that there was something there, but it just felt like it was too intense to actually get sorted. Okay, let's get the elite. Oh, we don't have the elite still. I'll finish it off. Almost there.
I hear of highwaymen and thugs menacing the roads around Pella. They do not fear you as they did your father. Send some men and show them your strength.
Are you kidding me? We didn't actually finish that all. We got rid of that. But not be long. Fire arrows, Imperial Cavalry not confusing.
In time, these people will learn to respect my laws, not simply fear my strength. But for now, we show force, as was my father's way.
That should be one of these.
It is said Poseidon favors the Talantians most among all barbarians. They should not have strayed so far from the coast.
Oh, the siege engineers are cooking up some real delights for you, Alexander. Your foes won't stand a chance.
Luckily, it's almost all light cavalry. Oh, green's gonna be the easiest to defeat, most likely in this.
Προστάγματα. Τι δεν λέεις.
Oikodomeo. Oikodomeo. Tiestin. Oikodomeo. Raide. Oikodomeo. Prostagmata. Oikodomeo.
I don't think I can get level upgrade. It's an option. Go get rid of these. And then there's only one more we need to get rid of. Oh. Those are what actually attacking.
Νεκοράνος.
Tiestin. Raide. Oikodomeo. 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 Oikodomeo.
I wonder if anyone else found that these things are really underwhelming, the phalangites. Like, obviously you don't want them to be as strong as a Camu, considering that's a unique unit. But they do feel significantly weaker than Camu. Maybe they just need a bigger mass though, and then what I've been getting to. I realized I had so many units fighting now. That one's being dealt with. Okay, now these ones can start heading towards it. 50 down, about to resign.
Say the Getae are the noblest of the Thracians. Noble. They wait for a king to die and swoop down upon defenseless border towns while his pyre still smolders.
None question you any longer, Alexander. Now, my king, let's finish off those tribes. Ne, koranos, prostagmata, tideles, oikodomeo, oikodomeo.
These all up here.
Ne, koranos. Tieste, ne, tondir. Prospalo! Castomen!
Metaleo.
Tideles.
They stopped having as much stuff. I wonder if when you get rid of a large number of them, they suddenly get a lot weaker. It definitely starts off relatively difficult. I'm glad that it doesn't make you continuously grind after a certain point. Like, at a certain point, it's a lot more chill. Elite seems to make quite a big difference, actually. With Elite and Blast Furnace, I think you actually double your damage. These are still classical age, you know. I didn't see that these were still not. I was actually thinking what happened to like scorpions. So they'd made a horrible death somewhere. Not they more just make the death of not being paid attention to. Another Tanzania, jeez. He's over here as well. Companion cavalry are by far like the best unit to make with the Macedonians. And it's not even close. Like obviously they've got amazing siege, which is nice. You do want a supporting unit on top. But they're basically
Elion's mountains were its bulwark. Now the valleys echo with the sound of its collapse.
None yet stand against me. I could not have done this without you, Hephaestion. As the bard says, a friend with an understanding heart
is worth no less than a brother.
Oh, GG. Thanks for watching part 1 of my playthrough of the Alexander the Great campaign. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like, and I'll see you with part 2 very soon.